Good evening, everybody. This is going to be a very short video. First of all, my name is Jose Negron, and this video is going to be about why do we bash people who are different from us? And unfortunately, people, at least some people, are very intolerant of others. And if you want to take a look at what I'm discussing, let's take a look in our history. Now, back in 1619, what they did was they started importing people from Africa to become indentured servants. In time, they became slaves. And we deprived them of their freedom, their liberty, their identity, and their self-worth. Why? Because they were different from us. Another example is our treatment with the indigenous people of this country. In almost every place that we've gone to, we had mistreated them, we had taken their land, we brought up on diseases, we killed them, and it's to the point where there's not many of them left. There are some so-called tribes, but not like what it was hundreds of years ago. Also, in the 19th century, there were signs posted for anyone that was looking for employment. They encountered a sign: Irish need not apply, Catholics need not apply. Also, a mistreatment of the Chinese who were building the railroads, the tracks that for our trains to operate on. And let us not forget that in World War II, thousands of Japanese Americans were placed in concentration camps for the fear that they would betray us and side with the Empire of Japan. Also in the South and in many other places, you had segregation. You had separate restroom facilities. You had separate water fountains. You had separate areas where they got the education. Why? Because there were people that were different. And this happened for a long time. And things started to change back in the 50s and the 60s with the civil rights movement. Also, if you take a look at our treatment of the undocumented individuals in this country, they have been treated horribly. Under the Trump administration, children were separated from illegal aliens, all in an attempt to try to so-called curb the immigration problem. And let us not forget how members of the LGBTQ plus community were attacked and killed, again, for being different. And unfortunately, we have a history of being intolerant for anyone that does not share our views. And when you think about it, I don't have to agree with your views. I don't have to agree with how you wish to hold your beliefs. But as long as you're not imposing your beliefs on others, I will respect your beliefs. And you hear a great deal about how we tell the undocumented, go back to your country, go back to your country, go back to your country. I got news for you. Almost half this country belonged to Spain and then belonged to Mexico. So it's kind of like me telling a person to live in my neighborhood, to leave my neighborhood and go back to your neighborhood when you have been born and raised in the same neighborhood that I've been raised in. Unfortunately, that is the lunacy regarding how people do not tolerate those who look different, who act different. How many times we hear people attack others for speaking a language other than English? Even in my job, I heard people say, speak English, speak English, speak English. I got news for you. There is no official language in the United States. There's kind of like an unofficial language when it comes to government offices, which is English. But there's no such thing as an official language. Now, why do some of these people fear those who are different? It could be that they have a very low self-esteem and they do not feel good until they put other people down. One key is you need to learn how to love yourself. Once you learn to love yourself, you can love others. And the fact of the matter is, if we all talk the same way, act the same way, live the same way, it would be very boring. That is a fact. And one thing I love is that the friends I have, they're all unique in their own special way. Even with my family, there are things that make us unique. Some of us are a little bit more conservative, some of them a little bit more liberal, some of them a little more goofy, some of them a little bit odd. But you know what? That's a beautiful thing. Diversity is not a disease. It is a blessing. And once we're able to understand that, then we will be able to understand ourselves and know that each human being has worth. Each human being has value. And for those who have a problem with me sounding a little preachy, everybody has value before God's eyes. That being said, I think at some point I'm going to do a live stream on this topic because we need to delve into this in greater detail. Now, before I go, I would encourage all of you to please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification. So therefore, whenever I post any material, you will be notarized. For those of you who wish to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. In Instagram, I am known as Cute1NY. In Twitter, I am known as Negron9515. And in YouTube, I am Jose Negron _2.0. Please do not type the word underscore. Just type in the sign for underscore followed by 2.0, so you will get to my channel. That being said, I thank you very much for allowing me to spend a little time with you. And I'm going to close the same way I always close. People, please be careful out there because we still have to deal with COVID-19, and we must be careful to avoid contact with the mentally and intellectually challenged, known as the mix, or else we will be infected by their stupidity and mass insanity. That being said, I thank you very much for your attention. Take care. Have a blessed, and let's take a look. Oh, hi, Denise. Thank you very much. Oh boy. The fact of the matter is, Denise is the one that gave me the inspiration to do this. I will forever say that. That being said, have a blessed night and peace.